So Dagenham and Redbridge continue to fall down the National League as Grimsby seize control of the division. Who's going to be coming out on top this coming weekend? We'll take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. We're going to approach a video today. We look forward to match number 12 over in the Vanarama National League, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you've been, stop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, smash your subscribe, keep your bang up to date with all things National League related, Blabberose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. With a bit of a snotty cold, we are here trying to get through the week, grinding it out, as of course the National League returns after a week's absence. Yeah, Grimsby currently lead the charge 2 points clear of their nearest and dearest. That is Boreham Bloody Wood. Of course, we'll take a look at all of it in a second. A big shout out to my VIPs. They are the Patreons, boys and girls. Thank you for your continued support. If you're helping out there, if you want to help us out, check out the link down below, patreon.com/proceeds. So let's get into it then, shall we? I actually tried to do this video the other day, but I had it all wrong. All my data was wrong. But anyway, here we go. This is, of course, the results that did take place this past weekend. There might have been an extra match in here, but to be honest with you, in fact, maybe I'll bring it up just on my end here. It's not in this. Anyway, so Altrincham played against Maidenhead. That match ended up as a 2-0 win, and I actually called it, lads. Absolutely called it. A bang on the nose. Kicking on forward, though. Boreham Wood played Dagenham and Redbridge, and they got the better of them. 2-0 win in the end. I went the 1-1 draw myself. Not too shabby on that, Badger. Bromley they played Torquay, and they won as well. Torquay, just not a team from last year. Absolute shambles. Dover against Barnet, ended up 2-1 for Barnet on that one. Grimsby got the big win over Woking, 1-0 win there. I went with a 3-2 win myself. Halifax 2-0 wins over Weymouth. I went with the 2-0 win as well. Kicking on forward, Solihull picked up the 1-0 win over Lynn. I went with the 2-1 win myself. Southend got himself battered. Battered. Absolutely battered by Chesterfield. 4-0 win in the end. Wealdstone against Eastleigh was a 2-1 win. Going in favour of Eastleigh. Stockport picked up the 1-0 win over Aldershot. And Yeovil lost to Notts County 2-0. Meanwhile, on top of all this, there was another game. It was Yeovil Town 1, Altrincham 1. I didn't even put a prediction in. We actually completely missed it, and I don't think it was even in the old prediction league. So but I wanted to mention it. 1-1 final score. That was on, of course, Tuesday, October the 12th. We are now looking forward to the games that take place on October the 23rd. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at the table. This is what it looks like right here, right now. Grimsby Town lead the charge. 2 points clear over Boreham, Bloody Wood. Halifax Town doing very, very well. Chesterfield also good. Look at Torquay all the way down 15th. Of course, they were playoff finalists last season. Of course, Dover in trouble as well Aldershot with Weymouth and Southend, and amongst others in the relegation dogfight at the moment. Wrexham, Liverpool FC got 2 games in hand. Win both of those, they could go 16, 19 points up to 5th in the table. Still need a lot of work there to get the Hollywood FC into the actual EFL. This is the leaderboard for this week. James FC are great, and Thomas Lappage get themselves 8 out of 11 there, so not too shabby. The Football Fan up there with DJC, Iman Hussein, Yannick Bustler, Alex Weller, Imperium Jack, and Gaming Charlie with 7, and of course the Chasing Pack there. What about the overall grand scheme of things? I look a little bit yellow. You know, a little bit yellowitis. JCFC are great at the moment. 54 points of the board. Yannick Bustler doing bits, and Alex Weller makes up the power 3. And then of course, a whole host of chasing bloody pack there. So keep up the damage. Look at Imperium Jack making an appearance in the top 20. So is Thomas LePage as well. So that's it. That's all you need to do. Just a couple of predictions, and you're in the top 10, top 20. This is the code if you want to get involved. Cutley/non-league. There it is. So these are the next round matches, and hopefully we're going to give you the predicts for you right here, right now. So let's jump in the deep end. Coming at you October the 23rd. This is the 12th match day number 12. We're going to start with Aldershot. They're going to be taking on Bromley. So let's get into the deep end on this one. These two sides, according to my eyes, played each other 12 times since 2015. 4 wins apiece and 4 draws as well. Big swing for Aldershot, 4-0 win. The big swing the other way was a 2-0 win. Aldershot comes just 1 win in 4 for them. Actually 1 win in 5 if you want to open up a little bit more than that. 42% for them. Bromley, though, 6 wins on the bounce. They are the form team to stop. Of course, their big swing, of course, over Aldershot was a 2-0 win. Coming at you, Leicester played each other in Aldershot, was a 3-2 win for Bromley. They've actually gone 4 games winning run against Aldershot, both home and away, and across all competitions as well. Of course, they did play Hungerford in the FA Cup qualifying round 4 last round, then they won. Aldershot played Bowers and Pitsea, also in the FA Cup qualifying round as well, but they lost Goodness gracious me. The odds on this one, I'll give you the odds going in favour of Bromley on this one. Of course, they are red-hot favourites. And they are in red-hot form. I'm going to go with a draw myself on this one. To be fair, I think that's probably wrong. Ignore that one. I'd go with an away win on that. Bromley to take it to the house. Kicking off forward, though, is Dagenham and Redbridge. Of course, they were once leaders. They were looking good at the start of the season. They're going to be taking on, of course, Southend United, who have just never got into gear this season over in the National League. Played each other 15 times in 2007. 3 wins for Dagenham, 7 wins for Southend, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Dagenham, 5-2 win. The biggest win the other way is a 3-0 win. Coming at you, though, Dagenham winning just 2 out of the past 6. Also, Southend winning 2 out of the last 3. So good bit of form at the moment for Southend. 33% form for both of these two sides, as they've all both won 2 out of 6. The grand scheme of things. Last time played each other over in Dagenham in a competitive action was in League 2 way back in March 2015. 3-1 win for Southend. The home side hasn't won this game in a long time. In a long time since Southend beat Dagenham in 2012 in the EFL Trophy knockout stages. So it's been a long time since the home win on this one. So it could go in favour of Southend. Southend did beat Chesterfield in the FA Cup qualifying round last time. Dagenham beat Wealdstone in the FA Cup qualifying round last time. So they got back to winning ways last time out. Of course, the odds on this one go in favour of Dagenham. Southend are really in a bit of trouble down the foot of the table, but they need a result. I've actually gone with Southend on this one against the grain because I just got a feeling, winning 2 out of 3 ain't too shabby, of course. So hopefully they've turned a corner and maybe they can salvage their season. Eastleigh will entertain Altrincham, of course, also this weekend, 23rd of October. These two played each other 6 times in 2014, 1 win apiece, 4 draws. The biggest win over each other. In fact, the only win over each other was a 2-0 win. Coming at you, though, Eastleigh just 1 defeat past 6 games. Meanwhile, also Altrincham 1 defeat past 6 games. 75% form for Altrincham, 67% form for Eastleigh. Coming at you, though, over in Eastleigh last time around was a 1-1 draw. Eastleigh unbeaten against Altrincham in the last 4. However, only 1 game has resulted, the last 4, in a result of a win, and that went in favour of Eastleigh. Of course, Eastleigh did beat Folkestone last time around in the FA Cup qualifying round. Meanwhile, Altrincham also beat Southport in the FA Cup qualifying round last time around. The odds on this one going in favour of Eastleigh on this one. Altrincham are your underdogs. For me, it's tight. I'm going to go with Altrincham. I'm going on all 3. I think I've gone against the bookmakers on this one. So I'm going to go with Altrincham to take the win and, of course, take the 3 points and move the bloody chains. Keep on Barnet then. They'll take on Wrexham, of course, Deadpool FC. These two sides, of course, played each other 15 times in 2005. 3 wins for Barnet, 7 wins for Wrexham, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Barnet and Wrexham as a 2-0 win over each other. Barnet coming to this just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 50% form. Meanwhile, just 1 win in 4 for Wrexham. A bit of a rough patch for them heading into this one. 1 win in the past 5, 1 defeat in the past 5 as well. So in fact, 2 wins in the past 5. Sorry, 2 wins in the past 5. Of course, last time in Barnet was a 2-0 win for Wrexham. That was back in March 2021. The home side hasn't won this game since Wrexham beat Barnet back in 2018 in the National League. Of course, Boreham did beat Barnet last time in the FA Cup qualifying round. Wrexham did beat Marine 2-0 in the end to go through. After, of course, a replay. Of course, there was a replay. That was back. That match actually took place yesterday. Of course, look at the odds on this one. We got Wrexham are your favourites on this one. Barnet are your underdogs. Going to go with Wrexham myself, Deadpool FC to get another win. And again, get their season back on track as well. Kicking on forward, Chesterfield up against Bournemouth in a bit of a Bobby Dazzler. This one could go either way. These two sides play each other, according to my 5 times in 2018. 1 win apiece and 3 draws as well. Of course, the biggest win for Chesterfield, 3-2 win. The biggest win the other way was a 1-0 win. Chesterfield just 1 defeat past 6 for them. 67% form for those. Meanwhile, also Bournemouth 1 defeat past 6. 75% form for them as well. Winning 4 of the past 5, drawing them just the once. Of course, last time around over in Chesterfield was a 0-0 draw. In fact, there's only been 1 win in the last 4 matches between these two sides, and Chesterfield won, and that was back in 2019. Chesterfield did beat Curzon in the FA Cup qualifying round last time around. Meanwhile, Boreham did beat Barnet in the FA Cup qualifying round also last time around. The odds on this one going in favour of Chesterfield, and of course it is 2nd Boreham up against 4th Chesterfield in the league. Could go either way. Going to go to Chesterfield, of course, who are I think more suited or more likely to do very well this season in the, of course, National League. Kicking off forward though, we have Weymouth up against Wealdstone in the Battle of the W's. That's right, taking place also October the 23rd. These two sides played each other 3 times in 2019. 1 win for Weymouth, 2 win for Wealdstone, and 0 draws. Biggest win for Weymouth, 4-0 win. The biggest win the other way is a 2-1 win. Both sides coming to this in pretty poor form. Weymouth just one highlight of their resume, 8% form for them, 1 draw in the past 6. Meanwhile, Wealdstone coming to this just 1 win in the past 6, 33% form for them at the moment. Last time around over in Weymouth was a 4-0 win for Weymouth. That was back in March 2021. They did lose to Yeovil in the FA Cup qualifying round last time around. Meanwhile, Wealdstone also lost to Dagenham in the FA Cup qualifying round, so they both crashed out. Odds on this one, they'll go in favour, only slightly, very slightly in favour of Weymouth with the shit form. They're expected to beat Wealdstone. I've gone with a 0-0 draw myself. I can't separate the two sides. Can you? Make sure you get your picks in down below. Kicking off forward though, we have Grimsby, of course, the leaders up against Yeovil. Of course, there will be major underdogs. Played each other 8 times in 2004. 4 was for Grimsby, 3 for Yeovil and 1 draw. Of course, Grimsby coming to 75% form, winning 4 in the bounce. As for Yeovil, just 1 win in the past 6, however, just 1 defeat in the past 5. 42% form for them at the moment, drawing a lot of games recently. Their biggest win, though, over Grimsby was a 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-1 win. And last round, over at Grimsby was a 1-0 win for Yeovil. That was back in 2018. Of course, Grimsby beat Bromsgrove Sporting last round in the FA Cup. Meanwhile, Weymouth did lose to Yeovil, or Yeovil beat Weymouth last round in the FA Cup as well. Coming out, though, red hot favourite is Grimsby. And, of course, red hot favourites, that's what I'm going to go with. 3-1 win. No point even thinking about the other way. Next up, Maidenhead. They were taking on Woking, that's right, coming at you this weekend. Played each other 16 times in 2019. 7 wins for Maidenhead, 6 wins for Woking, and 3 draws. Biggest win for Maidenhead, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 6-1 win. Coming at you, though, just 1 win and 6 for Maidenhead. Meanwhile, Woking back-to-back defeats for them. 50% form compared to Maidenhead's 33. Last time around, though, over at Maidenhead was a 2-1 win for Maidenhead back in April 2021. The away side hasn't won this game since Woking beat Maidenhead back in 2019. Woking did lose to Horsham in the FA Cup qualifying round. Meanwhile, Maidenhead beat Hastings United to go through to the next stage. The odds on this one are going favourite with the away team. Woking are your favourites on this one. I don't know. I've gone with the hosts. Yep, it's just a bit of a lucky dip for me. Just can't see there's too much comparison between two sides at the moment. Next up, of course, we have Notts County against Stockport County, a bit of a Bobby Dazzler. This one could go either way, and of course the bookies look like that as well. Played the 14 times in 2003, 6 wins for Notts County, 2 wins for Stockport, 6 draws. Biggest win for Notts County, 4-1 win. The biggest win the other way is a 2-0 win. Notts County coming to unbeaten the last 3, picking up 2 wins and a draw. Meanwhile, Stockport just 1 defeat in the past 6. The rest have been wins. 5 wins in the past 6 for them. 83% form at the moment. Last time around, Notts County was a 1-0 win for Notts County. In fact, they're unbeaten against Stockport since 2008 in League 2 when Stockport were victorious over at Notts County. Last time around, though, of course, Notts County beat Tamworth in the FA Cup. Stockport beat Stamford to both go through to the next stage. The odds on this one slightly going in favour of Notts County, but of course Stockport will be in amongst it as well. Tight. I'm going to give it to Notts County on this one, 2-1 win at home to get them season back on track. Both sides coming to this middle of the road. 9th place Notts County, 10th place Stockport. Next up, of course, we have Solihull Moors. They were taking on Halifax Town, who are doing okay at the moment. These two sides, according to my eyes, have played each other around about 14 times since 2011. 2 wins for Solihull Moors, 7 wins for Halifax, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Solihull, 2-1 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-0 win. Coming out, Solihull Moors just 1 defeat, about 6 of them, 67% form. Unbeaten in the last 4, though. Picking up 3 wins and a draw to boot. As for Halifax Town, unbeaten in the last 6, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws to boot. 83% form for them at the moment. Last time around, though, Halifax was a 1-0 win for Halifax. The away side hasn't won this game since Halifax Town beat Solihull Moors in the reverse fixture. No, in the exact same fixture in 2017. Of course, Solihull Moors did squeak by Hereford in the FA Cup last time around. Meanwhile, Halifax Town did beat Pontefract as well to go through to the next stage of the FA Cup. The odds go in favour of Solihull. Halifax are decent though. Could go either way, but I've gone with Halifax Town 2-1 win on the road. And then finally, Torquay United up against Kings bloody Lynn. Of course, Torquay United not having the greatest season so far, considering where they were last time around. These two sides, go to my eyes, played each other 2 times since 2020. Just 1 win for Torquay, nothing for Kings Lynn, and 1 draw. Of course, Torquay coming to us without a win in 3, of course. As for Kings Lynn, just 1 defeat past 4. 42% form for Kings Lynn compared to Torquay's 50% form. Of course, last time around in Torquay was the 1 win for Torquay back in March. Torquay had a draw against Havant and Waterlooville. They'll do it all again in the FA Cup. As for Kings Lynn, they did beat Peterborough Sports to go through to the next stage, 2-1 on the night. Of course, the odds go in favour of Torquay. Kings Lynn are your underdogs, and for me, I'm going to go with Torquay to get the W, and of course, hopefully, get some 3 points and move the chains. But that's my picks, boys. A couple of draws in there. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the old comment section, and also get your picks in here using the code #/non-league. That's it, my friends. That is it. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook, and of course, we're on Patreon if you want to show some extra love. Check it all out down below. Until then, I'll see you soon. Until then, we're done.